The BT50s, the MUXs and the D-Maxs all have a serious flaw.
But this is how we fixed it.
Current models of the BT50, the MUX and the D-Max all suffer from excessive tyre wear. This is due to something called bump steer, where the car moves up and down, causing the wheels to toe in and out, which means that the tyres can excessively wear, some only lasting 1,000 Ks. When we knew we were going to buy a brand new BT50, we were wondering what is the solution for this. Luckily, Fulcrum Suspensions offer a product which solves all our issues.
So when we decided on getting the BT50, we spoke to the specialists at Fulcrum and they mentioned this issue to us, and that was the first time we'd ever really heard about it.
Couldn't afford to have our tyres excessively wear, especially like we do highway driving.
We do so many Ks as well, so we really needed to get the most out of them, even just from a financial perspective.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to get like new all-terrain tyres on the new car.
Yes.
So you definitely didn't want them to wear because, you know, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
So we had to come up with a solution for like this weird bump steer problem that's in all these cars. Luckily, Fulcrum have a product.
They're the only ones on the market that have this product. So we were super stoked to put this onto our BT50. So they did that at the same time they did our whole GVM.
Yep. So it's essentially, it's a steering knuckle.
Yep.
I didn't know what that was before this. Did you?
Of course, yeah.
No.
So let's get the real experts to talk about this. Here is Mike from Fulcrum Suspensions. He is the best in the business and he knows it all so well. So we'll let him explain it properly.
It will change anything up to 40 to 50 millimeters of in and out. And what that does is when you're braking and your wheels do this, you scrub the inside edges of the tyres.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you lift off, the wheels come up, go in. So it's really, really poor design in that way, respect. What this does, that brings that 40 mil difference down to about 2 mil. So you'll see before and afters, so you can get a good idea.
Okay.
The other advantage of these sort of things is while the wheels are doing this, like a shopping trolley, you know how hard it is to control those. Your steering wheel is doing the same. Right? Now, all your ADAS, all the assisted driver assist accident stuff, relies on the stability of the car. And lane departure is one thing where when the wheels are doing this, the car's going to do this.
Sure.
Now, touring, when you're on the long road, undulated roads, and you're physically doing this with your wheels, the fatigue goes through your arms. You don't see it, but all of a sudden when you get tired, your arms just drop. Very, very unsafe. So that will actually help correct that, and the effects that you will have after it's all done is you won't believe how it drives. So you've driven around a little bit now already, so you've got a good feel.
Yeah.
When you finish this, give it 100 kilometres an hour and tell me what you think. I think you'll be surprised.
Okay.
All right?
Awesome.
So we've done 10,000 Ks now since we bought the car, and when we bought the car we put this product on straight away. So let's take a look at the condition of our tyres. We actually haven't checked them, and then we can talk a bit more about the product.
Yes, let's do it. All right.
These are our tyres.
Tell them what tyres have we got.
Some nice grippy ones.
Can you tell them the brand?
I had no say in any of this stuff, so.
We got the Falcon all-terrain tyres, affordable and good reviews.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking at them, to be honest,
Luckily, I can't see anywhere.
yeah, like Megan said, they've done just, I think, over 10,000
Yeah, close
Ks.
to 11,000 I think.
So they still look,
Other than that stone in there,
they still look relatively new, and they drive really well, and we haven't really felt going over bumps and that it feels real solid and
Absolutely, and even driving across the Nullarbor, which is like obviously such a straight road, we didn't find any of that pulling which we had in our old car.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that at another time, another product of Fulcrum's, but really this is what they put in here. So Joss, you can talk about it.
All right, so let's go under here and have a look at what exactly is the steering knuckle, which helps this bump steer. All right, so it's actually this thing here. It's a bit dirty now, but it's that bit there.
Yeah, which runs up to the upper control arm there. Here's a quick look at the install when everything was nice and clean. Thanks heaps to Dwayne and the guys at Fulcrum for doing this and explaining everything as we went. This is the steering knuckles, Dwayne explaining the difference between the two, You can see the geometries are quite different, and then the arm on the far side there, the smaller arm, there's quite a different bend in it. That is one of the big improvements that Fulcrum have done compared to what Mazda and Isuzu have.
Bump steer is a flaw in the new cars that we've mentioned, and this is an integral upgrade that people need to do to save your tyres, especially if you're going to put new tyres on, especially if you're driving over rough terrain and stuff where the car is going to be moving up and down a lot, because it's just going to wreck your tyres. And I think even those small bumps on the highway and stuff, or like as you go over like undulating roads, it's good, like that.
Oh, there's a lot of those in Queensland.
Oh, if you're in Queensland, you need this.
Just on the highway you need it.
Yeah, a lot of bumps. So glad that we put this in, because we're going to be saving money on tyres for sure.
Absolutely.
And yeah, Fulcrum are the ones to hit up.